Hello and welcome to another episode of Strange Antiquities. We are about to start day 13 and we need to figure out what this card, I am marked by Jupiter, means. I feel like I might need to learn more about the symbols for Jupiter just in case. If they show them here, I'm not sure, but we can check. Oh, here, okay. Jupiter is 10, looks like a weird curvy 4. Maybe this then, because this is Jupiter's number. Try it out. Okay, cool. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing torn note, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it and it glides easily, revealing a hidden recess in the wall behind it. Oh, another little note. The castle vaults are... It can be opened by or gold that... Oh. Oh, and a little item. Can these mend together maybe? Let's maybe try and put them together down here so we can actually maybe read them better. Okay, the castle vaults are blocked by a Duornic seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold that produces a Duornic field. Okay, so that's the right field. That's gold and silver. It's a gold, not silver, but it's gold. Okay, so we know we need to grab that. Now let's see. Okay, here it says to the vaults. So let's go here. The vaults are blocked by a large iron door. It has no handle or keyhole and it does not give in the slightest when I push against it. I realize that it has been thaumatically sealed, but that's not much help. It's not clear what I need to open it. Okay, and we want to try this. Okay, the door slides open without a sound, as though it has been kept well oiled over the years. Behind it I find a large natural cavern that extends into the rock beneath the castle. Somewhat disappointingly, the walls are lined with rocks of whiskey bottles instead of the rows of artifacts that I was picturing. When I show Edmund, he is delighted and he spends some time examining the dusty shelves. It's not long before he makes a find that I'm surprised I missed. I return to the shop with a spring in my step and a curious item that demands further study. Oh my, yeah, that's quite curious. Okay, and then we have a note. The bishop square is a simple tool of my great-grandfather's devising, loosely placed on a briar's disc. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Zaya. He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions, so he began hiding them about the castle, noting their locations in a code that only he understood. Okay. So that little thing must be something we're gonna have to use to decode things, I'm guessing. I guess we can try and figure out what Mars in winter, rising in summer is. Okay, so the symbol for Mars is here. So, because this is winter and Mars is here, this is summer. Okay, so then we go up here. The smells and sounds of cooking greet me as I enter the castle kitchens. I feel a little foolish as I try to avoid the cook's glares while following the clues left to me by a mad old man. What was I thinking? I'm not going to find anything here. And yet, on the exact spot where the map leads me, there is something. A floorboard that has been cut and replaced. With a little difficulty, I lift it up and feel around in the cavity below before my fingers grasp something hard. Oh, it's like a little... He looks like he's singing. He's worshiping, but still. Same idea. Okay, now on to the normal things. James. I can't say too much, but it has fallen to me to carry a secret that people would kill for, that people have killed for. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head, and that's getting harder to bear around certain family members. It occurred to me that it would be safer in an ecumenical. An ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence, pulling at the threads of one's mind. Okay, so hourglass and a skull. This box has an hourglass. Unpleasant sensation? Okay. I feel like this is pretty clearly what we need. Okay, we'll give it a go. Wonderful. Mail time! People are getting restless. The followers of Holgar have been marching through the streets with that crazed priest at their head. Not long ago, that sort of behavior wouldn't have been tolerated in Undermere. Now there are people joining in. No. In answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. To the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. It is not uncommon to see wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. Your friend Barton. To the north of town, okay, go here. After a pleasant walk along the beck, I reached a series of grassy mounds, the barrows. Whoever is buried in them must have been important in their time. If I am to collect what I've come for, I will need to be prepared. Okay, wait, we were trying to find the wandering shroud. Yeah, so let's see what a spirit vault is, because we want to capture it. A spirit vault, also known as a votive chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. They are not considered dangerous since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when a shroud is held within. I feel like it might be this. It's definitely a receptacle. I sit and wait quietly and patiently, not certain exactly what I'm looking for. For some time, nothing happens. And then, long after my mind has drifted towards a warm fire and a hearty supper, I notice a movement in the corner of my eye. A strange, thin mist has formed near one of the barrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble perceiving clearly. The ethereal creature, for surely this is a creature of some kind, ambles towards the vault that I have left out for this purpose, and I daren't breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle. Do we have a spirit now? I remember there was something in here we needed. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We've been here before, and we needed a spirit. Yeah, it says slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called the Wandering Shroud. They say it invigorates their senses and stays the mind that would otherwise consume them. It would be dangerous to continue exploring down here without following their lead. Okay. I breathe deeply from the spirit vault and it clears my mind. I don't care to linger too long down here, but I forge on until I reach the unmistakable Hall of Shields. A stone sarcophagus sits on a raised portion of rock at the center of the cavern. I hold the torch close to better see the inscription on the side of the tome. It reads, "The sun's light will reveal my gift." Mystified, I cast my eye up to the walls of the cavern and search the shields for some other clue, but nothing stands out. Okay, and the sun bond should bring the warmth of the sun and the light, so let's try using this. Okay, the sun bond banishes the darkness in an instant, half blinding my gloom-adjusted eyes and bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. I reach up and pull the shield down to reveal a small cavity hewn into the rock behind it. Inside is a blood-red urn. Oh goodness. Ooh, with a snake. Wow. Oh, it's James again. I got to thinking after I left earlier. Transferring the secret to an ecumenical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my head, but I would know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit so I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. Okay, truth conduit. These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be and have been used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as a spell is woven, combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power. Okay, is there a truth or something symbol? Oh, well, this is deception. So that is part of it. So let's look for something with like a sideways hourglass. Oh, soft tinkling sound when it moves. That was part of it. I think this is maybe what we need. Evelyn Bennett. I have never felt more tired or more devoid of life. An apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem able to shift. But while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without fighting. By the grace of Grey, I will find a way forward. Wait, isn't there something called Grey Grace? Oh, and we've looked at it already. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Great, okay. Oh, it's our eye patch friend. I had to tip off about something exciting. Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? Did you also know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? And here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Weatherlim. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. The other option is a Babelia to read the inscription. But they say that if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. I don't like the sound of that either. I'm leaning towards the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. The meaning of the unusual markings on a Babelia is not clear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts, although they require some skill to make full use of. This ability does not transfer to spoken language. The three different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death or darkness in the Dradic, the Diurnic, and the Noctic. Those words, really, I can't get them out. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable thaumatic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. I feel like maybe we read the inscription because it might say like, don't open this because it's dangerous. Okay. Hopefully that helps him. I hope this works. Yeah, me too. Here's a token of my appreciation, something for you to ponder over. Oh, neat. With dreams of earning his fortune long banished from his mind, the man brought the casket to a trusted friend, the curator of a museum in Undermere. Together, they looked for answers. Is that our boss's brother? Someone, okay, this is starting to like make connections to the people we're encountering. Oh, goodness. Oh, is this a sword? Oh no. What does that mean? Ooh, with a thorny vine. I'm buried with the Knight of Thorns. All right. Well, with day 13 taken care of, we're going to go ahead and close out the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, bye.